What is up, fellow benchwarmers? Welcome to your daily fantasy quickie. What's up, guys? Welcome to another quickie. We're heading towards the tail end of the fantasy season. I'm pretty sure by this time there are a lot of managers already on fantasy break or vacation. Kamish, how's
Yes,
your
I am.
finals doing?
It's close. It's close. Both finals are close. Both are 5-4. I'm leading at the moment. But in the invitationals, as the other invitational managers have been messaging, that it's a battle of small and big.
So you're the small team?
I'm the big team. I'm playing big. As you said, as you know, I lost Fox and Curry. So going to this finals, that was just one track strategy for me. Field goal, rebounds, blocks, turnovers. That's 4. And then I'm with Jeremy before we were talking about it. The 5th category, I'm just gonna look at which category stays close.
Yeah.
And I was targeting steals, but then I saw that he has Herb Jones, he has Caruso, he has all the steals guys. Basically, even his stars are all good steals players. So I said, nah, this is impossible. So I'm looking at either threes or points. That's how it is. It's close. It's close.
And that's how you strategize your matchups.
Let's
that's
see.
why it's not really recommended to finish all your moves early on.
Yep.
Just to give you some room for adjustment. So I have a playoff this week in the semifinals. I have a couple. One is still close. I'm up 6-3, but the other 1 or 2 categories are still close. So I could end up losing. But the other manager, my opponent, does not have a center. So looks like he's gonna play small all the way, and then that means also that I have to, play big. Unfortunately, I didn't play Gafford today, which was sad because I was going back and forth between him and I think it was Chuma, and Chuma didn't play well. He was 2 of 9, no steals, no blocks, or Maxi Kleber. So I sat. 2 players I sat that played well, Fournier and Gafford.
I would have sat those guys too. I would say I would have sat those guys. I would have sat Fournier. I would have sat Gafford. I didn't see the explosion coming today.
Although the Fournier thing was not as as
Charlotte, because it's Charlotte,
big of a loss because I'm way up in threes already. So the 6 threes that he did today was not a big factor, as well as the points. I'm up by I think 60, 70 points. So yeah,
and
the 3 blocks was big.
Fournier was questionable coming today. And
that's why I swapped. That's why I swapped.
Yeah. So that really was a surprise also. I love playoff matchups, and I'm not to brag, but that's my secret really is playoffs. I don't do well in regular season as well as playoffs, because in playoffs I can really limit it down to 5. I usually stick to that strategy compared to the regular.
Also in the regular season, you try to win as big as you can, right?
Yes.
You don't try to go 5-4 only. You want to go 7-2, 6-3 at least, right? To get an edge. And in the playoffs, it's easier in a way that you can just focus on 5.
And just stick to that strategy, stick to that plan. Yeah. And I love to be the underdog. It's easier to be the underdog compared to being, unless you are a team that is like Jeremy's opponent last week in our league, where you have Jokic and Durant. Of course, you would love a team like that. But usually when you're number 1 seed, and your difference with the 4th, 5th seeds are not really that much. It's hard to be. The pressure is really really something also.
Yeah.
Right.
But the playoff. Fantasy playoffs is really nice. And during this week, the next 2 weeks, it's a little more advantageous to those who are underdogs, like the 8 seeds, the 7 seeds. Because the reason they're 8 seeds or 7 seeds, because they were not able to draft well, maybe, or there were misfortunes like injured players. They lost certain players. Now, this time of the year, many players would be emerging, right? and players you can pick up from the waiver wire. And
Yes.
we've got some here in our list of waiver wire pickups. But before that, some injury updates. Evan Mobley will be out 3 games. I think 3 games is okay.
No, that is.
Is it 3 games?
That's the minimum. They declared him out for the next 3 games, which is the rest of the week. Basically, the rest of the week.
Yeah.
He might come back week 24. He might, but I don't know if he'll play the whole week or maybe just the last 2 games of that week. Cleveland only has 3 games on week 24. So yeah, if you're in the finals, it's a drop, basically.
You think this dampens his chances of? I know we've talked about the rookie of the year battle. I think it's a 3-man race. Right?
The real rookie
Both
of the year.
real. Well, yeah, who's your real rookie of the year?
In the real season rookie of the year, I still go with Mobley at this point. I'll still go with him.
But in fantasy,
by a little bit. Over Scotty. France would probably be my fourth guy. I love France. France had a great game today. Cade will be third. I just can't give him the rookie of the year when the two, Mobley and Barnes, were big reasons why their team made it to the playoffs. That has to count for something, right? So I give that to both of them over Cade. But Cade, I would say he would probably be he will be an all-star also. He will be a star. But maybe not yet, the rookie of the year is not his at this point.
I mean, the injury had an impact.
The injury also.
Cade's value, both fantasy-wise and the real sense, right? He got injured early on. And I think Mobley, it's going to be close between Mobley and Barnes. Just because Barnes has been more solid throughout. I mean, Mobley's out now. He was out sometime middle of the season, right? He got injured as well. So I think that, because it's just that Barnes has been overshadowed by a lot of players as well. I mean,
if
Pascal.
If Barnes ends the season, the next few games that Mobley's out, and then plays really well, like give us 2 games or 1 or 2 games where he gets a triple-double, let's say, and something like that to make the voters remember this is his chance. Yeah. But if he plays like he did today, 14 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, something like that, that won't be enough. That won't be enough to stick to the voters, in my opinion.
Fantasy-wise, though, who do you think wins that rookie of the year?
I'd go Cade fantasy-wise.
Over Barnes?
Over Barnes. Barnes will be probably second. Mobley will probably third. But Mobley, I'll say the free throws really hurt. I own Mobley in a lot of leagues, and that hurt me a lot, especially in the Unboxed League.
Mm-hmm.
I was not punting free throws there. And all of a sudden, I was wondering why I'm losing free throws every week, and I saw that it was Mobley. So that hurts fantasy-wise. We're talking about fantasy. So that hurts. I put him out. Cade versus Barnes is close. But I just look at what Cade has been doing lately.
He's been really good lately.
Yeah, he's been good. I go Cade.
I'm not sure. I'm just not sure if it's too late. A little too late.
I think if you look at the number of games, I think Cade is just 3 or 4 games behind Barnes total. So that's not far. It's not far. People remember he missed the early part of the season, but Barnes did miss some time also.
Yeah.
So it eventually evened out. So I'll go Cade.
It could be close. It could be close. But dynasty-wise, though, who do you like more than 3?
That's tougher. It's still between Cade and Barnes for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Dynasty-wise?
Cade, Barnes, Mobley are really close. Because
I would think managers would prefer Mobley dynasty-wise.
I won't. I don't know why.
That's just my feeling. Like I just feel that
agree.
There's some managers that are really high on Mobley, and
I think
this is just the start. I mean, no one expected him to be this good, and dynasty-wise, I think he could be a good one here.
When it is this close, you nitpick really. I look at what Cade is in Detroit. It's his team right now. It's his team. You can't say it's maybe Bagley's team or whatever team. when you talk at Scotty, yeah, he'll be good. But how long will that take for it to be his team? It's probably gonna take in his third, fourth season. Some people.
No, I don't think Barnes would be left to have a team. I don't think I don't think he is that guy. But
don't you see Giannis in him? There is a Giannis part in him. He's more Giannis than Draymond. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, right? Maybe.
Yeah. So, but that's my point. I mean,
isn't Mobley more Giannis?
No, I don't think so. Mobley really reminds me a little bit of a Bosch that
true.
Can't shoot free throws.
True.
but Mobley again, Garland is there, Allen will be there, LeVert is there. So there are just more people he has to share with. And then we're talking about dynasty, what we know now. Cade is Detroit,
Yeah.
Cade is Detroit. So
he is the top guy there. I mean, even if Jeremy Grant is there, I don't think, Jeremy Grant would be the main guy in fact, they're, trying to trade him.
I have this question for you. Because in Dynasty, for me, since you're going to own this player long term, you want to like the player, right? You want the player because if you don't like the player, that's why I go Cade. I have partial to players like Cade. I really love players like for you. What's your answer there? What's your pick in Dynasty, and who do you like most among them? Like your favorite player among them?
I like Barnes.
So you'll also pick Barnes for Dynasty?
Yeah. A lower pick, I guess. A lower pick, right? I mean, Barnes would probably not go as high as. If you're redrafting some of these guys, like if they left, if they dropped some of these guys, or if you're not keeping everyone and someone pick, and all the managers drop these guys, I'd like to own Barnes. So if you own Barnes, I would say keep him, hold him. He's probably one trade away from being really good in Toronto, right? If they decide to trade Pascal,
I guess OG right? Or Pascal.
Yeah, maybe. OG wasn't as good today. I mean, I think overall we might still remember Barnes' performance over OG's.
Yes.
Considering that the hype on OG was, louder.
So dynasty wise, you pick Barnes, and then what's the next?
I like Barnes in terms of the skill set that he provides, the defensive stats as well, and maybe Cade maybe,
and then Mobley. We're the same. Yeah. I actually have Cade over Barnes over Mobley. And nothing against Mobley though. He's good. Mobley is good. He's gonna be good.
Mobley is 2-3 years away from being really an elite fantasy player.
Yeah. And
Cade can be an elite fantasy player next year, I think. Barnes though, it's just that the skill set of Barnes has been really good this year.
No, when you watch
the assist, the rebounding, the steals, the blocks. I mean, he can do a little bit of everything, which helps in a fantasy sense, right? In building a team. And he can shoot threes as well. So overall, I think I like him a bit more.
I think, and also I feel like Mobley got lucky with the injury this year. He only sprained, the worst is the sprain. The way his body is, I don't know. Let's see how it develops. But if he stays this thin, I don't know how that will affect his health in the NBA.
Where do you put Sengun in this mix?
Sengun is far from the three of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
With all the hype around Sengun,
we're talking fantasy?
We're talking dynasty.
Fantasy dynasty.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you can get Sengun cheaper at the low, so it's hard to compare them.
So
right?
Players like Giddy and Franz Wagner are way higher than Sengun at this point for you. Dynasty-wise.
Franz Wagner is higher than Sengun. I would put Herb Jones higher than Sengun, but Sengun will be there. Giddy for me is lower than Sengun. Giddy is lower than Sengun for me, and people would again field goal, free throw. efficiencies. That matters in fantasy. That matters in how you build your team, especially in dynasty. That's why if you have Jokic in dynasty, even if you change the players around Jokic, you're basically gonna contend.
So easy, right? So easy
Yes.
to work.
So
Players
it matters.
like Jokic and like I said, Harden were easier to build around than specialist players like Steph. So Sengun is way. Lots of great rookies actually this year, and I think
I won't say way down, but he's a different tier than
top 10.
Yeah, of course, for the rookies.
Yeah, because we've just seen lots of rookies also emerging. Davion's emerging.
Nah, not high on Davion.
Well,
Sengun is top 6. Top 6.
All right.
For me, dynasty wise, dynasty is top 6.
Yeah, among this batch, right? Among this batch of rookies, he is top 6. Yeah, maybe.
We haven't even talked about Kuminga yet. Kuminga.
Yeah, but I think they're a lot lower. They're way lower.
Only because of the team situation, no, for Kuminga.
Yeah, and they haven't really. They've shown good promise, but like I said, the team situation, where they're at, we're still not sure if they can perform.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
Is Lindy Waters a rookie?
I think he is, right?
Okay. So now I know who another rookie Jeremy would love.
Lindy Waters.
Yeah.
I would not forget Lindy Waters because he beat me in one of my fantasy leagues. And it was a pick out of nowhere. It's a 16-team league. I picked players like Dwayne Washington that in that week. And I thought I'm pretty sure I was gonna win. And then who's this Lindy Waters picked by my opponent?
Now you know.
Yeah, he shot 4 threes on Judgment Day, and that really killed me. Other than Mobley, Robert Williams is out 4 to 6 weeks, pretty much. Fantasy wise,
done.
He is gone. No major beneficiary other than Al Horford and maybe Grant Williams. Horford being the best option there.
Of course.
Who is probably not in your waiver wire.
Not in the waiver. And Grant Williams struggled today. Daniel Taste was just 15 points and nothing else.
It was against Miami though. So, there's something about Miami where if they go up against these top teams, they're better. They play way, way better. But that's going to be a big loss. In real basketball sense, Robert Williams will be a big loss to Boston because they just, went from being really top level contender to somewhere in the middle without Robert Williams. That's a big loss. I watched the game and you can already see that they're struggling a bit without Robert Williams. Players waiver. Let's talk about a little bit about some waivers. New waiver players emerging. Moses Brown, we talked about him.
We talked about him yesterday.
Moses Brown without Mobley, and then he could be your silly season finals pickup or even the semifinals this week, right?
To be honest, I'm not that optimistic with Moses Brown. Although we did see him. We did, like Chris Dunn, we pinpointed him that this guy could be somebody you could add first than the others. In the sense that I think 6 points, 7 rebounds, 1 block, 2 blocks. Those are probably more realistic. He had 12 and 9 today. I don't think the points will be there. I don't think it will be there every game. But if he can give me 9 to 10 rebounds and 1 to 2 blocks, probably like a Bismack Biyombo before, something like that. People might. My thing is, people are thinking, "Hey, Moses, let's pick him up." 2020 last year, 2020. That's not gonna happen this year.
That's not gonna happen. But one thing I'm a little optimistic about is that this is not a new situation for Cleveland wherein they play big, right? So I think it could be, let's see if it can fit right into the system, right? Because they've been playing big all year. It's just that, Moses Brown hasn't played much all year. So we don't know but if he gets around 20, 25 minutes, I like him. I mean, if you need the blocks and some rebounding, like Kamil said, he is a good pickup. In case, you want scoring for a big, Damian Jones from Sacramento is a good pickup.
And that is why I don't like Moses that much, because there's so many bigs in the waiver wire.
Yeah.
Damian Jones, 24, 9, 5, 1 steal, 4 blocks a day. Can hit the 3, blocks better, is more polished, and he is skilled compared to Moses Brown. So
yeah,
Damian was available in the invitationals, and I hate it that someone picked him. That's not my opponent. Someone is already out.
I told you.
Yeah,
we should. I told you we should lock teams who are already out, and I did that for the other leagues.
But we didn't mention this to our veteran league, so I don't want to ruffle any feathers there. But it just means, my point is, there could be Damian Jones in your waiver wire. I think he should be picked up. He's an option. He's a top option.
Also in Sacramento, Trey Lyles has been playing well. In case you need some rebounding, efficient field goal, and some scoring.
He should be available also. Dante
DiVincenzo should be available as well. Another center, I'm not sure if this is going to stick, but let's talk about Bruno.
Our favorite guy, Bruno.
Sengun, we talked about Sengun yesterday. We said that, he might not play. Well, he did play. So Bruno got this. Did he start?
No, he didn't.
He did.
And that's why when I woke up, I said, "Damn!" I was picking on Bruno, and then Usman Garuba started, but Bruno played well, 17 and 10, I think.
Yeah.
So if Sengun is out, I like Bruno over Moses also. I like Damian. I like Bruno. I like Roby over Moses Brown.
Yeah.
But Moses is okay also. Moses is,
I think, more on deeper leagues, right? 16 team, 18 team. He's probably going to be available there. In a 12-team league, I would think Damian could be available. Bruno
pick him up.
Available. So those guys. Any news on Sengun? Is he going to be out?
Day to day.
I would be surprised I wouldn't be surprised if they just sit him out for the next week and a half remaining. Also in Houston, we've been talking about Josh Christopher as another rookie. Christopher is a rookie, right?
Josh Christopher. This guy is a great sneaky assist guy. If you're in a close battle, most point guards are gone. He's averaging 5 to 6 assists a game off the bench.
Yeah.
And he doesn't shoot consistently, but the assists are always there. And today he had 5 steals. So, I mean, he's one of my favorite rookies.
He's like a younger Raul Neto.
No, come on. not Raul Neto.
What's the comparison? Satoransky. You didn't shoot today, just 2 shots.
No, he's an athletic guy. Did you see his blocks and steals and whatever? He's not.
No, I'm just
not those
talking
guys.
about the stat set.
Actually, it's like Poole. I see.
He doesn't shoot.
No, he can shoot. It's just that it's not yet there. It's not yet consistent. But he's a shooter. He can shoot. He's athletic. He's an athletic guy. So I like Christopher. I also like Primo. But Josh Christopher over Primo for me. I like it.
Yeah, I think Josh Christopher could be another key, not really a game changer, but a big fantasy, a major player that could be used next week, especially week 24. There is a likelihood that some of these guys, some of the starters would rest already next week. We actually didn't consider Jalen Green in our rookie discussion.
Oh, yeah.
Today, I just realized, as I was talking about, we were talking about Houston, we missed out on our kababayan, Jalen Green. So where do you rank Jalen Green? Now, Jalen Green has been really hot over the past few weeks.
Dynasty, redraft.
Dynasty.
Top 6, 7. He's there with Sengun. He's there with Sengun and Herb Jones in that. We didn't even mention Jalen Suggs, but I think it's lower. Suggs is lower.
Jalen Suggs had the forgettable rookie season, I guess. So we never really talked about him. And Terry Taylor, another player who could be available from Indiana. Terry Taylor and Justin Anderson.
In Indiana, it's tough because O'Shea, again, as we said, he was injured and then out of the injury report and suddenly declared out. I don't know what his status. I don't know if he's ever coming back. If he doesn't, Terry Taylor looks good. Justin Anderson looks good. These guys look good. Goga is available like in our invitationals finals. He's available, but
he's even available in our league.
I don't want to waste a move because what if I pick him up and then because he's playing every other game. It's not every game. So how do you time it that you get it at the time where he really will play? So it's tough. But if you know that Goga will play, pick him up. He's okay.
He's okay. Gonna be tough to pick up on a daily tomorrow setting, but on a daily today, easier pick up there on a daily today. But Terry Taylor has been playing well.
Yes,
Terry Taylor. About a week now. I added him I think a couple of weeks ago without just trying to stream players, but I ended up not dropping him already because I got him at the right time. It was an 18-team league, and it's so hard to pick up players in an 18-team league. So Terry Taylor looks like he's gonna stick there until the end of the season. I mean, 1.5 weeks left. So I'm not sure what's going on with Isaiah Jackson, but
he was questionable already. So he's about to come back also supposedly. So again, that's another reason why it's tough to pick Goga and those guys, because what if Jackson suddenly plays and Goga doesn't play? So you're gonna waste moves. But if you're lucky and you guessed right, then good for you, because there's value in Indiana. There's value in Indiana.
Yep. And then who else? In case you need some 3-pointers, we talked about Lindy Waters and Ben McLemore, two guys who can give you threes even in limited minutes. Threes are easier to find. They're all over the waiver wire, especially in a 14 or 12 team league. Thomas Satoransky from Washington had 10 rebounds and 13 assists with 0 points.
And I didn't play him in my Roto league. I had full roster today. I didn't play him, and I needed assists. So
I also didn't play him in one league because I didn't expect him to go 13 assists today. But
right now he's a good play. As long as you need assists, the rebounds are fluky, but assists gonna be there. Rui, another teammate of his, is more points and rebounds. I don't think Kuzma will come back. I doubt we'll see Kuzma this year, except in fashion shoots when they have like new uniforms and anything. So Rui, Thomas, they're okay. Gafford, as you said, also okay.
Gafford is okay. Another big man, Isaiah Hartenstein, he's probably not available. He's a favorite among the fantasy managers.
Olivier Sarr of the Thunder, OKC. That's in the level of Moses Brown, actually. Olivier Sarr. I don't know if Yahoo has changed his shooting guard position. I don't think Yahoo cares.
Oh, he's a shooting guard?
In Yahoo. I was mentioning this a lot
of times. Play center?
He's 7 foot. He's 7 foot center. If you watch him, he's really big and he's lumbering guy. And then I was searching for him in Yahoo a month ago, and I said, why is there no Sarr? And then I checked it. Oh, he's a shooting guard in Yahoo without the picture.
Can he shoot threes?
Yeah, he shoots threes. He's a center who shoots threes.
All right, but so that's why.
He's not a shooting guard. Come on, Yahoo.
That's why. I guess that's why they put it.
They change it.
All right, so that's it for our daily quickie today. It's another great time to talk about some basketball. Towards the end, this is the time where we relax a bit, but still we give out those waiver wire suggestions. Might talk about slowly talk about some of a review of what's happened. Like today, we talked about some rookies. Maybe tomorrow or the coming days, we'll talk about some of these players as well, and the season that was, and review them as we go along. All right, so hopefully that helps you guys, and hopefully it will be a great week. Final 2 weeks for you in fantasy, and as always, we'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye.